dedicated to the sound of jazz.
This is BBC Music Jazz.
Hello, I'm Julian Joseph. Welcome to BBC Music Jazz Introducing. I'm going to be celebrating the winner of Young Jazz Musician 2014, saxophonist Alexander Bone. Alongside pianist Django Bates and saxophonist Trish Clowes, I was honoured to be part of the judging panel at the awards, so I saw Alexander's talent firsthand. When I listen to Alexander, I can see how much he loves the music. I can see that he's in it all the way and that he's just trying to get out what's inside. And I see great potential in this young man, and he will work hard as he has done and go on to do great things.
The winner of the first BBC Young Musician Jazz Award is Alexander Bone.
When the judges announced my name, it was one of those moments where time kind of like alters, and suddenly I was just so bewildered and amazed and so many emotions at the same time that I can't really remember exactly the moment because I was so shocked. Still to this day, it amazes me that it happened, and it was definitely one of the most exciting experiences of my whole life. My earliest influences, and still to this day, my parents, because they were how I got into music in the first place. I've always grown up with music in my family. My dad plays everything, and then my mum's a singer, and she does a bit of violin as well. And just from when I was a little baby, I've always had just music constantly in the house. When I was really little, I used to think that everyone was a musician. So when my friends would tell me that their parents were working, I just assumed that meant they'd be doing a gig. My parents bought me a saxophone when I was 6, just because I was so interested in the look and the sound of it from my dad playing it. And yeah, I had a little curved soprano, so it's like a really miniature saxophone. Well, some people say it looks like a toy. And then when I was 10, I got an alto, and then when I was older, I got big enough to actually have a tenor as well. I mean, I have so many influences of different styles of music, but on the saxophone, I used to listen to a lot of Charlie Parker and Hank Mobley, and then kind of more pop saxophone players as well, like Gerald Albright and Eric Marienthal. We used to listen to them a lot in the car on the way to school. Other influences, Jamie Cullum is a huge influence of mine, and then people like Fatboy Slim and even rock bands like Whitesnake. Just so much music. Since the awards, I got the opportunity to perform at the last night of the proms in Swansea, which was one of the best moments of my life. It was just incredible to play to an audience with so much energy and with an orchestra as well. I prepared some arrangements for the performance, especially with Simon Hale, who's a fantastic arranger and orchestrator. I arranged Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan, which is one of my favourite ever disco records. As well as the saxophone and piano and my jazz, I really enjoy and I'm very passionate about electronic music production. Boney is the name I use. It was just my nickname in school, so I just lazily used that as my name currently for the electronic music I put out, and had the opportunity to work with Nile Rodgers and Rudimental. We recorded a remix version of Chic's classic tune Le Freak. I've recently moved down to London from Manchester, where I was studying before at Chetham's, and I'm now studying at the Royal Academy of Music, and I'm enjoying every minute of it, just being in London and just being a part of the music scene here, and really enjoying all my lessons so far, and looking forward to the next few years.
Alexander is such a talented musician. I'm sure you'll be hearing more from him in the future. You're listening to BBC Music Jazz on digital radio, or you can find us online at bbc.co.uk/music jazz, or via the BBC iPlayer radio app. I'll leave you with the winning performance from the Young Jazz Awards 2014, performing with the pianist Gwilym Simcock and his trio. This is Alexander Bone and Messed Up Shape.
I don't know life without music, as sad as that is. I don't think I'd be able to survive.